The Ries Report with Al and Laura Ries.
Let's talk about slogans. Every war tends to develop its own slogan. In our own Revolutionary War, the slogan was, "Don't tread on me." As a matter of fact, they had a flag, lots of flags, that said, "Don't tread on me." In the French Revolution, they also had a slogan. The slogan was, "Liberté, equality, and fraternity." Liberty, equality, and fraternity. Now, there's a world of difference between these two slogans. For example, today, nobody ever mentions, "Don't tread on me." I mean, it's disappeared. Whereas liberty, equality, and fraternity is a widely known slogan, repeated often around the world. In Spanish-American War, it was "Remember the Maine." In World War I, it was "The war to end all war." Now, what makes a slogan sticky anyhow? What makes a slogan stay in your mind? A slogan like liberté, equality, and fraternity. And other slogans are totally unmemorable. "Don't tread on me." Well, actually, there's a number of reasons why slogans are sticky and memorable. There are actually 4 mental glues that you can use to stick a slogan into people's minds. One is alliteration. The second is double entendre. The third is repetition. And the fourth is reversals. Now let's look at each of these mental glues. 1, alliteration. If the glove don't fit, well, you know that list. Half of this sentence, you must acquit. I mean, this is a famous expression from the O.J. Simpson trial. And look at the brand names that are alliterative. When you have an alliterative brand name, the name is very memorable. Coca-Cola, Bed, Bath & Beyond, Grey Goose, Magic Markers, Chris Craft, Butterball Turkeys, California Closets, Dirt Devil. Each of these brand names is a lot more memorable because it's alliterative. Look at Roto Rooter. I mean, this is an incredible brand name. Everybody knows Roto Rooter, even though they spend very few dollars on advertising. Roto Rooter, that's the name. And away go troubles down the drain. How can you forget that? Roto Rooter. And look at M&M's. M&M's as a brand name is alliterative, M&M's, but they take that one step further. Their longtime advertising theme was melts in your mouth, alliterative, melts in your mouth, not in your hand. M&M's, melts in your mouth. Very powerful brand name and a powerful sticky slogan. Movado, the museum watch. Movado Museum. Very sticky slogan. Gets in the mind, stays there. And how about Ace Hardware? One of the very, very best slogans of all time. Ace is the place with a helpful hardware man. And of course, the new slogan, I mean, you have a gender problem, helpful hardware man. So they felt they had to change it, but they changed it to something totally unmemorable, the helpful place. Not alliterative, not sticky, not memorable. How about double entendre? Look at Staples. Staples. I mean, it activates 2 different words, well, the same word, but 2 different meanings in the brain. A U-shaped piece of metal, the staple from a staple gun, and everything a business needs, all your staples. You see, when you have a word with a double entendre, the word kind of vibrates in the mind back and forth between those 2 different meanings, and in the process, that word becomes a lot more memorable. One of the most famous political slogans of all time was run by the Conservative Party in the United Kingdom. The opponent was Labour. Labour isn't working. The Labour Party isn't working, but laborers aren't working because they're lined up here in the poster at the unemployment office. A lot of people think this one single idea is what got the conservative party back in power. Labor isn't working. Nothing runs like a Deere. When it rains, it pours for Morton Salt. Nothing can stop a Trane. Double entendre on the word train, the air conditioner, and a train. A diamond is forever. A diamond is the hardest substance known to man. It's going to last forever. And the double entendre is, two people make a commitment, a marriage that will last, hopefully forever, sealed by a diamond engagement and wedding ring. A diamond is forever. Cuba Libre literally means free Cuba, but it also has another meaning. It's a drink. It's called rum and coke. Rum and coke is called free Cuba Libre. We thought that Bacardi should be running a major worldwide marketing program based on the drink Cuba Libre and also the political message, free Cuba. Free Cuba. How about Southwest Airlines? Southwest doesn't serve any food. The only thing they give you on the plane are peanuts. We thought it'd be a very good idea to have a double entendre slogan for Southwest called Fly for Peanuts. Fly for the peanuts for the food and fly for the low-cost fares on Southwest Airlines. Through 3, repetition. When it has to be there overnight, that's not very memorable. That's not what FedEx used. FedEx used when it absolutely, positively has to be there overnight. One of the really great memorable slogans because of the repetition of the word absolutely, positively. Matter of fact, you see magazines and newspapers pick this up all the time. Here's Forbes magazine just recently talking about FedEx with the headline, absolutely, positively. And here's USA Today did the same thing. Absolutely, positively a force in China, talking about Federal Express and their expansion into the Chinese market. And how about Newcastle Brown Ale, the one and only. Repetition of that same idea, one and only. Reversals, the 4th way of making a slogan memorable. To be, well, the end of this, or not to be. One of the most famous lines in all of literature from Shakespeare's Hamlet, to be or not to be. And T.S. Eliot wrote a poem, This is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but a whimper. When you can have reversals in almost anything you write, it becomes a lot more memorable. How about Robert Frost? Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. Matter of fact, this poem was called Fire and Ice, but it also was borrowed by Revlon with a cosmetic line called Fire and Ice, was really the most successful cosmetic line that Revlon has ever introduced. Matter of fact, the story of Charles Revson, the founder of Revlon, he changed his name because it was more euphonic, is called, of course, Fire and Ice. Fresh Direct is a grocery delivery operation operating in New York and surrounding vicinity. They have a great slogan, we think, and here it is. Our food is fresh, our customers are spoiled. How can you forget that? Our food is fresh, our customers are spoiled. This is Al Ries, and that was the Ries Report.